Confessions of Champion. Coco Gauff opens up about the secret product she couldn't resist. Champions are built in silence, behind the roaring stadiums, behind $1 million endorsements, behind the trophies lifted under blinding lights. They're quiet rituals the world never sees. For Coco Gauff, one of tennis's brightest stars, that silence recently broke in the most unexpected way, not with confession of fear, not with a tale of heartbreak, but with the reveal of something surprisingly human. There was one product I told myself I didn't need and then couldn't stop using. The internet froze. What could the world's most focused young champion possibly be obsessed with? The answer turned into a story not about luxury, but about discipline, comfort, pressure, and the strange things that help greatness survive. The weight of being Coco Gauff. At just 20, Coco Gauff lives in two worlds at once. In one world, she is a Grand Slam champion, a global role model, a face of modern tennis, a symbol of youth, power, and purpose. In the other world, she is simply a young woman under crushing expectation, a teenager who grew up too fast, a competitor who feels every loss twice as deeply as a crowd. Every serve carries history. Every loss becomes a headline. Every win becomes a new pressure. And pressure, when it builds silently, searches for an outlet. The night everything slipped. It was past midnight after a brutal 3-set match under championship lights. Coco had won, but her body hadn't celebrated. Her shoulders burned. Her legs felt hollow. Her mind wouldn't rest. In her hotel room, medal resting untouched on a table, she sat staring at the ceiling, not from pain, from overthinking. The doubts came in whispers. What if the next one goes wrong? What if they expect too much? What if I'm supposed to be stronger than I feel? That was the night it appeared, not in a gift bag, not in a sponsorship box, but accidentally tucked inside a teammate's backpack. A simple, quiet, almost invisible product. And somehow, something changed. The secret wasn't power. It was peace. The product wasn't flashy. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't even built for champions. It was designed for calm, for recovery, for routine, for breath slowing down after chaos. Coco described it this way in a private locker room conversation that later inspired the story. It wasn't about performance. It was about feeling normal again. Not faster, not stronger, not richer, just normal. Why champions hide the small things. Fans believe great athletes rely on elite trainers, nutrition scientists, performance labs, multi-million-dollar gear. And yes, they do. But what fans forget is this. Big pressure is often defeated by small comfort. Michael Jordan had superstitions. Serena had rituals. Nadal touches his bottles. Coco found hers in something ordinary. And that's why she kept it secret. Because the world expects champions to be larger than life. But recovery often arrives in whispers, not thunder. Temptation isn't always about luxury. When the internet thinks of irresistible products, it imagines sports cars, designer bags, diamond watches, private jets. But Coco's confession challenged that fantasy. I didn't fall for it because of branding. I fell for it because of what it gave me back. What it gave her was slower nights, quieter thoughts, a body that felt forgiven, a mind that felt safe. It never promised greatness. It simply helped her breathe again. The fear of being judged for being human. Coco hesitated to share it for one reason. The world punishes vulnerability in champions. The moment a champion admits, needing rest, needing comfort, needing routine, needing something small to feel okay, the critics arrive. You're soft. You're distracted. You're losing focus. But Coco chose honesty over image. And that choice reshaped the conversation. The confession that changed how fans saw her. When the story finally surfaced, it wasn't released at a press conference. It came during a quiet interview. No hype, no headline bait, no label drop, just honesty. And the reaction? It wasn't mockery. It was connection. Fans didn't see a superstar. They saw a tired young athlete, A girl carrying impossible expectations. A human trying to survive greatness without losing herself. And suddenly, millions related in a way they never had before. Why this secret matters more than any endorsement. This story wasn't about selling something. It was about telling the truth, that even at the top of the world, pressure still follows you to your hotel room. That even with trophies on the table, doubt still sits beside you. That even with applause outside, silence can still be loud inside. Coco's confession didn't weaken her image. It humanized it, and that made her stronger. The double life of a champion. By day, world-class athlete, tactical genius, fearless competitor. By night, a young woman processing victories, holding on to peace, guarding her mental space like a fragile flame. The secret wasn't the product. The secret was a permission she gave herself to need one. Pressure doesn't break you all at once. It breaks you between matches, between expectations, between public strength and private exhaustion. That's where the irresistible part truly lived, not in desire, but in relief. The lesson hidden inside the confession. Coco didn't reveal a scandal. She revealed a truth the world forgets. Champions don't just train their bodies. They protect their peace. And sometimes protection comes from a quiet habit, a simple routine, something unglamorous, something private, something that belongs only to you. Why this makes Coco even more dangerous on court. A player who knows how to reset, recover, ground herself, detach from noise, is a player who lasts. Physical talent wins matches. Mental recovery wins careers. Coco didn't just find comfort. She found longevity. The crowd will never know the real battle. They'll cheer when she wins. They'll speculate when she loses. They'll argue statistics. They'll compare legacies. But they'll never see the sleepless nights, the emotional reset, the quiet rituals that rebuild confidence after defeat. That part belongs only to the champion. Final word, not a secret weakness, a secret of survival. Coco Gauff's story isn't about a product. It's about the moment a champion admits she is human and refuses to apologize for it. The world may crave perfection, but greatness is built on honesty. And sometimes the smallest things carry the heaviest victories. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.